pleasure. I'm also happy to be here this morning.
Yes, so I would love for you to give me just a brief, not me, the listener, a brief recap of who you are and why we have you here in studio.
Oh, Emma. You just mentioned my name. I'm Segametsi Mafa.
Yes.
I've grown up as an ICT professional, and I just recently, last year, established called Service Excellence, which is an ICT consultancy service. And I think that's pretty much about who I am for now.
For now. So, when starting the business, what was the vision and the mission?
I've always worked in ICT. And so what I realized is that in all the industries that I've worked in, everyone is either giving service or they are getting service. And as IT operations, we normally offer service to the business.
Yes.
And it's important that we offer excellent service for them to be able to deliver on their mandate.
Okay.
So when I started Service Excellence, I was looking at the fact that whatever we do in any industry, be it IT or not, we are either offering service or we are getting service. And for me, it's important that we give quality service, hence the name Service Excellence, and hence my vision to provide service excellence for all, and to ensure that service is delivered as is expected.
And I can believe that because I told you from the minute you walked in, I love your communication and your energy.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
So, Motswana, we're going to just talk about this part, service excellence. What can you them?
What I can offer Botswana is the skills and the knowledge on how to deliver service and how to measure service, to monitor it and manage it. Most of the time we offer service, but we are able to monitor it and we can't even evaluate. I mean, we have so many people who are doing business. There are so many people who are hawkers on the streets, who are street vendors. They are offering service, but most of the time I believe that we lack the aspect of measuring. And as an ICT professional, we have tools, we have techniques, we have systems that enable the business to run, but most of the time we lack the aspect of measuring even those systems. So system utilization and measurements is very key and important.
All right. As the only business fully owned by a Motswana woman, what are the difficulties you have faced?
I'm newly established. I think the hurdles that I've had was just starting up.
Yeah.
But I think I've registered a company before, so I think registration process was hectic because we were in COVID-19, and so a lot of things were very slow. I mean, we are going digital. Believe it or not, whether you like it or not, we are increasing our footprint in the digital platforms.
Yes.
So now our organizations that we rely on here locally for us to give service, especially when we are starting a business, there is a lot of back and forth because you have to sign off things and send an email. Sometimes you are requested to walk in to submit certain things. They do not accept the emailed or scanned documents. So I think for me, that was a bit of a slowdown, and I think I wasn't breaking into the market as yet, as I was still establishing. So I haven't had major challenges.
Okay.
The only one thing that I also did last year when I started was I launched myself through a conference that I termed the ICT Graduates Conference.
Yes.
So I think that is where I was a bit challenged, but I think it was a good challenge because it was for me to start up and realize what is out there. I was looking for sponsors in different categories, and I think working from door to door, making calls, getting promises that are not being fulfilled, I think for me it was weighing heavily on me. And as a startup again, I was using my own resources.
Yes.
So I never asked for finances from anybody. I also didn't ask for any assistance in terms of what is required in setting up a business. So I was a self-made.
You're self-made.
So that's who I am. And I think I read a lot and acquired a lot of information from the various sites in terms of how to start up, how to grow your business, and that's where I'm at. I'm still starting.
So before we move on to my favorite parts, I just wanted to, because you said something, have you tried maybe not mentoring, but taking on younger women that want to enter into the ICT field and into the business? It's a very random question, but because I know a lot of young women who are determined like you, have you thought about that, taking on young women and mentoring them?
Actually, through the conference that I ran last year, November, that was the platform to bring in graduates, which are both male and female at the time, into a platform where we are saying the industry is rough. It's not as easy as you were in school. You need to be a go-getter. And we are here, we are available. I mean, my conference featured different professions. I had HR person, I had a psychologist, I have an IT professional, I had an entrepreneur, I had a motivational speaker. So all these that I brought in, I was saying to these graduates to say, we are there, we are available for you to reach out. And I think we want people to reach out. I also do mentoring and coaching as a side hustle for many years. But I think most of the time what fails is from the person who need assistance. They will call and you talk to them and you engage them. They will make appointments, they're not being honored. So it is upon an individual to step up and get what they need.
Yes. Just like how we all get up and have to go to work.
True that. Yeah.
So this one is my favorite part because I read this in your bio and I was like, that's why she's so bubbly. You are actually an MC and your name is Serg on stage.
Oh my God.
So tell us a bit more about that because it's what we do the same thing basically.
Yes. I think I've been a speaker from childbirth. I don't know how, but I grew up in church, and so we're exposed to being MC in our youth ministries, in our children's church. So I grew up speaking. I grew up not afraid of the stage. So I've always done it, and I think it flows naturally. And so I've done big events, but not benefiting financially as yet. From my previous work experience and where I worked, there were so many events that exposed me to now being on stage. I was frequently requested to MC. I mean, I've done the Botswana Mining Workers First Aid competitions in Joanning. I've done Joanning Galaxy Awards. I've done so much, I think, in terms of the big ones. And I've shared stages with big names. But I was learning and to now do it professionally. And I believe I'm there. And any opportunity that comes, I'll grab it.
You grab it.
So I remember I even quoted somebody last year who wanted me to MC at their wedding, but unfortunately they didn't have enough funds. But they were checking, and I said I can do it for free, but they had already made other alternatives. But I'm available for just any event.
Any event. And I love that. You came, the moment I called you on the phone, the moment I called Miss Mafa on the phone, honestly, I felt very warm and very invited. So if you need her to come and make your wedding a blast, you will holler at her. We have a little bit of time left on our hands. Is there anything that you want to share with the youth, like I said, going into ICT, and one message that you have, or just anything that you want to share with us before I let you go?
To the youth, we started at your age, guys. We are here for you. We avail ourselves most of the time and do knock at our doors. I'm available to assist. I talk to young people of any profession. I've done young women ministries, and right now I've even registered for Girls Botswana as a mentor, and I've done their training. So I'm available to assist, and I'm waiting. And mostly sometimes we get disappointed because we start off. But like I mentioned earlier, it's the traction towards completing. But I've also mentored professionals that I've worked with. I know one who was even promoted, and she gave me a shout out, and she just couldn't keep calm. So I think it's working. I have so many that I'm still also mentoring and coaching. So do call in and let us be of assistance to you, young people.
So you did say that your sister.
Shout out to my sister. Tell the Timokobi in Francistown it's her birthday today. Happy birthday, Big Sis.
Happy birthday, Big Sis. So, Segametsi, I've enjoyed my time with you. You have such a beautiful smile. You guys, such a beautiful smile and great energy. Please leave us with your details where people can find you, because I'm sure they'd be very excited to reach out to you.
Thank you, Zoo. You can reach out to me on 71696870 or 73696870. Email segametsi@serviceexcellence.co.bw. Excellence without an E, starting with an X. So service, then X.
So there we have it. It was an absolute pleasure having the MD of Service Excellence in studio with me. We cannot wait for you to reach out to her to get your mentoring, to get the skills, especially when it comes to ICT. Obviously, she, does other businesses as well. But we're going to focus on that one. Coming up, though, we've got Emil Sunday with My Kind of Love. Yarona FM, live the music.